Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight. Williams Grove Speedway Dirt Warrior Racing League Wednesday night street fights. Along with Phil LeCast, Todd Stanton, Jack Chewin on controls. Todd, we are about to roll right away. We're a little bit behind the eight ball tonight. Heat race number 1 is on the racetrack, 8 laps around, and I believe we're going green this time.
As iRacing I flag, green flag is out over the field here. Heat race number 1 underway. Sorry about the lineup there, folks. We didn't get a chance to get to it. Had a little bit of technical difficulty on our end, and I'm a one-armed bandit here tonight, not able to run controls here, unfortunately, here this evening. But your current race leader right now is the number 8 machine of Austin Miners.
Sure is. Austin going to lead the field off of turn number 4 to complete lap number 1. Is the only reason my trading paints is just deciding it wants to reload on me, and things look kind of like crap, but it definitely is the 8 car of Austin Miners up front. Second spot, we find the number 631 of Alex Cummings, Daniel Stifler, Daniel Price, Alex Brewer, your top 5. Also on the speedway, we have Alex Brewer, Kyle Moyer, Josh Ely, Stephen Radunes, Trey Jones, Michael Whitlock, and Mitch Alito. It's been a while since Mitch has been out there with the guys at Dirt Warrior Racing League. Good to see the 097 back list, but it's all Austin Miners. He leads by, maybe about half a car length. Alex Cummings is 631. He is coming. He's going to look for the lead over in 3. All right, I think we may have lost Todd on the transmission there for a second. Hopefully we'll get Todd back with us. Here's a one-armed bandit he is this evening for our broadcast. So Jack able to jump up here and do controls kind of at the last minute. Feel like we're really behind the 8 ball. We're just about halfway home here in heat race number 1. Door-to-door for the race lead, Austin Miners. Alex Cummings has got the 631 up high. He's going to take the lead by a nose here as we get halfway home in. 4 laps to go. Cummings versus Miners for the lead. Daniel Stifler in the 71 car running in the 3rd spot. You got Alex Brewer, Daniel Price dropping back to the 5th position. Stephen Radunes, Trey Jones, Josh Ely stuck in the back with Kyle Moyer, Mike Whitlock, and Mitchell Enos as we complete lap number 5. Good run so far, Todd, for that 630 of Alex Cummings. He's going to lead the field here as we complete lap 5.
Yeah, Alex Cummings doing a fantastic job right now in the number 8 machine. As he's right now, or excuse me, the 631 machine. Austin Miners doing also equally as good job there. Looking to the bottom is the 8 of Austin Miners, side-by-side battle with Alex Cummings still over there in turns 3 and off in turn number 4. Daniel Stifler right now laying off in the weeds right now. The 71 machine as we get popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around the Williams Grove Speedway. Great battle, side-by-side battle for that top spot.
Sure is. Cummings up high, Miners down low, and just on the outside of it is Dan Stifler's number 71, a guy we saw on the network a few nights ago have a really, really good run. And the Iceman looking like he's going to be strong here at the Williams Grove Speedway tonight inside Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Off of turn number 4 and a drag race to the line. White flag in the air. Alex Cummings leads, but Austin Miners is there. That 8 car is digging to the low side off of 2.
Another car that's coming in a little bit late is Alex Brewer. Brewer getting into the fray here, down the back straightaway for the final time. Side-by-side battle for the top spot. Side-by-side battle for second there. It looks like the 631 has disappeared there for a moment.
Yep.
Not sure if he's going to come back. I'm not 100% positive. We're going to give the win to Austin Miners, the 73. Here comes the 631. So we didn't see that here on the screen, but the 830 or 631 of Alex Cummings going to take down the victory.
That's a Houdini. Was completely gone in 3 and 4 and shows up in time to take a checkered flag first. Alex Cummings with the win. Austin Miners for 2. Dan Stifler, Alex Brewer, Daniel Price rounding out the top 5. 6th will go to Stephen Radunes, Trey Jones 7th, Josh Ely for 8th, Mike Whitlock 9th, Mitch Enos 10th, and Kyle Moyer rounded out our field. The 111 ended up, Todd, 2 laps down. That's pretty rare for Kyle. Usually pretty good out here at the Grove. So we got 11 in. We have 10 more cars out there for heat race number 2. When I look at this list, stacked. Todd, take a walk through the lineup.
Your Royals Trucking starting lineup here for heat race number 2. And yeah, you're saying stack starting on the pole is the 010 Casey Brunson. His dad's brother outside, the evil one himself, Jim Revis aboard that number 21 machine. Inside row number 2, that's the number 84, that's E.J. Jones, the natural one in that number 84. And then the 86 of Derek Fedkenauer, D-Fed, and rolling off in position number 4. Rolling off fifth is the 319 of David Brewer. And outside of him will be the number 07 of Justin Pruitt. Inside row number 4, that's the number 6 machine. That is Ryan Bronson. Bronson aboard the number 6. And Kyle Surratt is the part of the outside in the 8th starting position, that number 18 machine. Nine starting position, number 16 of David Blackburn. And Josh Peacock rolling off in position number 10 and number 61. Wow. Yeah, I guess you said stacked. That is really stacked, Phil.
Yeah, it really was. And for a second, as my Facebook decided to reload on me, I had double Todd's in my ear, too. So that was kind of strange. So I'm not sure I really wish that for anybody to hear Todd's voice echoing at dual capacity. I'm sure Mrs. Stanton has the voice echoing through her head all the time. So imagine just two going through your ears at once of that beautiful voice that Todd has. Yeah, I had to mute that really quick. Was kind of thrown off of the lineup. But yeah, man, this one is... Said stacked indeed. Brunson on the front row with Jim Revis and E.J. Jones, Derek Fetkenhauer, David Brewer, Justin Pruitt, Ryan Bronson, Kyle Surratt, David Blackburn, and Josh Peacock. There is not a slouch in this field at all. There ain't a slouch over here at DWRL, and that is why.
Is there a slouch? Yeah, I was just going to say.
No, there's no slouches out there. There is no slouch over here at DWRL. That is why we call this league the pinnacle of iRacing dirt league. So we're going to put it fully on display here tonight in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Off of turn number 4, we're going to go iRacing, I-flag, green flag up in the air, and Casey Brunson stopping that loud pedal down. He'll lead the field off into turn 1.
Yeah, down into turn number 1, Casey Brunson with the race lead here at Williams Grove Speedway. Here comes E.J. Jones down to the bottom side, trying to look down underneath that number 21 machine of Jim Revis. E.J. Jones slides her down into turn number 3, side-by-side battle for that second spot with Jim Revis. Still duking it out there. E.J.'s had a little bit of difficulty last season trying to get it going. Now trying to get it going here this season after a season off. But E.J. looking to the bottom once again. Not able to get around that number 21 of Jim Revis.
Yeah, and I'm glad EJ's back with us here this season as he took a little bit of break from the dirt. Started running some pavement with the asphalt. I can't believe any accomplished dirt racer would ever attempt that run over the asphalt. Why the heck would you do that unless there's a whole lots of millions? Maybe EJ got one of those big NASCAR contracts, Todd, made millions of dollars out there on the asphalt. That's the only way you'd get me off the dirt at this point.
I don't even know if I would go to asphalt. Dirt's for racing, asphalt's for getting there, and I don't think I would ever enjoy racing on asphalt. I don't see the enjoyment. But again, to each their own.
Yeah, we'll leave that there. As a guy who was an asphalt diehard for a long time, will always have a soft spot for it. But after going to the dirt, there ain't too much better than that, and there's not much better than this on a Wednesday night with DWRL edition of Wednesday Night Street Fight season number 7, which I can't believe are already 7 in. Casey Brunson with the race lead, a guy who has been on a tear here the last couple of months. He leads over Jim Revis, E.J. Jones up the 3rd spot. You find David Brewer back there in 4th, Justin Pruitt, Kyle Surratt, Ryan Bronson, David Blackburn, Josh Peacock, and Derek Fetkenhauer. Peacock and Fetkenhauer at the back of the field, Todd? What in the heck is going on here?
Yeah, that's rather interesting watching those guys at the back of the field, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do anything in the future go here, because like you said, Peacock and Fetkenhauer 9th and 10th respectively. You would never have thought you would see something like that. So we got 3 laps to go here. The 0-1-0, Casey Brunson still leading this one. Right there in his tire tracks, Jim Revis and E.J. Jones. Those guys not going away 1 through 3. David Brewer right there, too, in that 319 machine.
He certainly is. Brewer doing a great job out there, dabbing the number 319. And I just had a thought, Todd. Maybe Peacock is sandbagging because I've slept a lot since last Wednesday. If I'm mistaken, I think Josh won the edition of Wednesday Night Street Fights last week. I think he did. I think I saw the winner picture kind of go through the skull. So Peacock, knowing he may have to start tonight from the rear, maybe not choosing to go up there and compete with these guys in heat race number 2. So maybe that's why the 61 is a little bit off. But we're going to go white flag this time off of 4. Casey Brunson's led the distance. Can Jim Revis chase him down off of 4?
Yeah, that white flag going to come out over the field for that 0-1-0 machine. Just a lap to hang on here at Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, the location. E.J. Jones trying to turn her up on the outside. Here's the answer to the back straightaway there in that number 84 machine. Looks like Casey Brunson pretty much got the field covered, coming down into turn number 3 for the final time. Revis going to try something, but I don't think Revis has got anything. Off of turn number 4, picking up heat race number 2. That's going to be the 0-1-0 machine of Casey Brunson, Jim Revis for second. Third, EJ Jones, who's trying to drag race Revis to the start finish line. David Brewer, Justin Pruitt. Then you have Kyle Surratt, Ryan Bronson, David Blackbird, Josh Peacock, and Derek Fedkenauer. Your 10 cars here in Heat Race 2.
Absolutely right. So that means feature racing is up next. But before we get there, because we're at the Grove, and I think we can, what do you say we throw this thing trackside? Pay honor to this great nation, the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red bells bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
All right, back here live inside the Williams Grove Speedway with the Heartland Harley-Davidson Wednesday Night Street Fights presented by DWRL. About to go green, 21 cars. Let's jump into the starting lineup, Todd.
Starting on the pole, driving the 631, that will be Alex Cummings. His dad's brother outside, driving the 010, Casey Brunson.
Austin Miners rolls off third of the gate with a 21 to Jim Revis on the outside of row 2.
Daniel Stifler and EJ Jones, row number 3.
Alex Brewer, David Brewer in row 4.
In row 5, it's Daniel Price and Justin Pruitt.
Steven Radunes, Kyle Surratt, Trey Jones, Ryan Bronson, Josh Ealing, David Blackberg, Mike Whitlock, Josh Peacock, Mitchell Enos, Derek Fedkenhauer, Kyle Moyer, 21 cars, I race a guy flag, green flag up in the air. Looks like 20 are there because EJ Jones, Todd, coming off the asphalt. I think the aliens may have abducted our buddy EJ.
Well, they took the green flag. There is no green flag as of right now. I believe they are waiting on the number 84 of EJ Jones, or Alex Brewer for that matter, to come off here. So it looks like Alex Brewer coming off, getting himself pulled out onto the track. Not sure if EJ will be making his way back into the server, but the number 1 of Alex Brewer going to make it out onto the speedway.
Yeah, and I seen the love out there in the Facebook Live chat. Is it finally loaded for me? I see a couple of guys asking us to refresh the trading paints, and I'm going to tell you what, guys, it's doing it for me too. It is loading at half the speed of smell. That's exactly what it's doing. It is pretty slow, so we're doing the best we can to make the paint show up for you. But off turn number 4, there we put it. I race the guy flag, green flag up in the air as we begin lap number 2 officially. As we charge down to the turn number 1 and 2, Casey Brunson got a lead, but looking off the outside, the number 631 of Alex Cummings, he peeks out to the lead over in 3.
Yeah, Alex Cummings doing a pretty good job there up on the top shelf of the speedway, as he did so in his heat race there. The Bulletproof Motorsports number 631 trying to hold off his teammate, the 010 Casey Brunson, out in the front straightaway. Going to be able to do so to lead that last time by. But Brunson firing back on the inside, trying to go side by side here through turns 1 and off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Another drag race, a mini drag race down into turn 3.
Mini drag race, like a small one or a midget person. Is Doug Locker with us tonight? I don't know if he's out there in chat, but We talking minis. I don't see small cars. These are big street stock. So I'm a little confused with your mini pun there, Todd. But either way, Brunson and Cummings, they're door to door for the race lead. That's a great battle off turn number 2.
Mini drag race means the straightaway is a little bit smaller than a dragway there, Phil. So the 0-1-0 right now, Casey Brunson working down into the bottom side still, down there next to the gates. And I tell you, that's someplace where I wouldn't want to be there, is down next to those gates, or even on the high side for that matter. I've had a lot of bad trips with those stupid gates, so I try to stay up and off them. That's probably why I don't win at Williams Grove, because those things scare me to death. But that 631 machine of Alex Cummings now settling in for that second spot. Austin Miner's running in third. Here comes the 21 of Jim Revis, and the 71 of Daniel Stifler really drives it in pretty deep there, trying to wrestle that fourth spot away from the 21 of Jim Revis.
Yeah, Stifler doing a great job. A guy, as we said, we saw him a few nights ago have a terrific run, a top 3 finish over at the Southern Dirt Racing Series that number 71 of Dan Stifler got. So he's having a pretty dang good week, racing along with Jim Revis for position number 4. But for the so far, looks like they'll be single file with top 5 over in 3. Now Stifler driving it really deep under the 21. That is a great battle for P4 off turn 4.
And definitely a great battle going on for that 4th spot. Stifler still looking to the bottom there in that number 71 machine, trying to wrestle that away from Jim Revis. Revis not going to go away without a fight, I'm going to tell you that. As the 71 of Stifler's got 1 win on the season already here over at DWRL in this season. So that's good to see Daniel Stifler already top that win list. But the 71 of Stifler now fighting back. There a little bit of contact coming off of turn number 4 with Jim Revis. But those guys still fighting side by side for that 4th spot. Great battle.
Yeah, it really is, and there's really not an inch to be given between the 21 and the 71. But let's have some fun here for a second, Todd, here at Williams Grove. If we were, let's say we're out here constructing this great track, Todd, it's a legendary racetrack, but let's make it half mile, let's make it flat, and what do you say we put a gate in the back straightaway with an opening right in the middle where guys may hit it and bring that into play? Could make a racetrack exciting, can it? That would be Todd and Phil designing a racetrack right there. Wouldn't make much sense.
Well, that's I'm not sure what that is back there technically there, Phil. I think the gate is there to let the cars in onto the speedway. I've never actually made my trek down to this track. I always wanted to put it on my bucket list because it's not that far from me here. I've been to Lernerville. I need to get to Williams Grove. There's a couple of tracks down in Pennsylvania. Just got to go. I'm not a huge sprint car fan, though, so it's one of those things.
Well, I guess it's where you are in the country. It dictates whether you're a sprint car guy. Knowing we're up here in the Northeast, you in upstate New York, yeah, that's definitely big block modified country you're at, and I agree with that. And we talk to guys like, say, guys like Jake Keel and down in the Deep South. That is a mecca of sprint car country. We know Jake absolutely loves those sprint cars. But we look back up front, Casey Brunson is leading, but Alex Cummings, he is up on the back bumper. They can almost share the same piece of gum. They're so close over in turn 3.
Definitely rather close over there. These guys are all fighting it out there, just trying to figure out some of the things here with David Brewer right now. Watching these guys go through, and Jack's still fighting with Trading Paints here as a yellow flag, I believe, is going to fly because there's a parking lot over there in the corner.
There really is, and there were some fast cars over there, including Austin Miners, Alex Cummings, which tells me this happened right at the front of the field. What the heck happened there? Is our first hit of a record service yellow flag coming out on lap number 12, and it broke right at the beginning of the field. Casey Brunson, I think, got away clean, but anybody behind that group got involved. Todd, go back and take a look at Jack Will as well with a BladeNo.com full velocity instant replay. But what in the world happened? Because everybody in the top 5 is basically gone.
Mute me.
Looks like Jim Revis on the 21 got into the side of... That may have been the 631 of Cummings. What's the 8 car of Miners? I think he might have got him in the right rear and got the 8 car into the side of the 631, sending both drivers around. That was set right up inside the top 5. Casey Brunson was leading, but the entire complexion of this thing has changed now, with Brunson going to lead over Kyle Surratt, Dan Stifler, Josh Ely, Trey Jones up into the top 5 now. Talk about a complexion of a race that has changed. Daniel Price up to 6th, Ryan Bronson for 7th, David Blackburn 8th, Josh Peacock 9th, Alex Brewer going to run out our top 10. Steven Radunes, Jim Revis, Mike Whitlock, Derek Fedkenhauer, David Brewer. Mitch Enos, Alex Cummings, Austin Miners, Kyle Moyer, Justin Pruitt, and EJ Jones rounding out our 21-car field. EJ 3 laps down as he worked under yellow, 14 laps out of 60. Round number 3, I believe, for Dirt Warrior Racing League's Wednesday Night Street Fight season number 7. I've got to thank the Hangover Heartland Harley Davidson for coming aboard and sponsoring not only the series but this tremendous league we have here at DWRL.
Yeah, because next caution, we're going to try to get Jack's trading paints to work. I was trying to get to him there to try to get those to work. We do apologize out there, those who keep asking about it and messaging. We do apologize. We're going to try that the next yellow flag, so we'll put that up there and try to get those to work. We've hit the refresh button, so we're going to try something a little bit different. So again, apologize if there's another yellow flag.
All right, well, we're certainly working on the best we can there. So mine took forever to load. It's been working on Jack's here for a little bit as well, so it's been a trade and paint steal for the last couple of weeks for everybody out there. But we go back, iRacing, I flag, green flag, lap number 16, Casey Brunson leading the field as he's done all night long. The players up front has changed because now it's the 18 of Kyle Surratt in for 2. The battle is for 3rd between Josh Healy and Dan Stifler over in turn 3 as we got more contact.
Yeah, there was some more contact back there's the 16. I thought those guys were going to go for a ride. Looks like they've pretty much hollowed it out just a tad bit over there. So hopefully there's going to be no yellow flag because they kept it in the right direction.
Somebody over there in turn number 3 went up and hit the wall and was kind of stuck there for a minute. Whoever was back there that did it was running at about 10th when they did. They're going to fall outside the top 10 now, obviously, as we got a race for the lead over in turn number 3. Look at that. That's a race for 2nd as Josh Healy is shot to the middle of Surratt, and Stifler put Josh Healy's Bulletproof 09 up to 2nd. Can he be the one to chase down Casey Brunson? It's 5-car lengths over in turn 1.
Yeah, Josh Healy running in that 2nd spot. Daniel Stifler right now sitting 3rd. 4th is Kyle Surratt and Josh Peacock up to 5th, and that number 61 machine there, Phil. So Josh not being a slouch here at Williams Grove, already up to 5th. David Blackbird running in that 6th spot. 7th is Alex Brewer, Ryan Bronson, Derek Fedtower, and Steve Redunes. Right now is your top 10. Great battle going on between the 16 and the 1 car of Blackberg. Is one was looking to the outside, now tucks himself back into line. We'll see if Brewer has anything for him.
We'll definitely have to wait and see. Is Brewer doing a good job so far in that number 1? Looking up in front there, Kyle Surratt, a guy you thought would be contending up the front of the field, has begun to fall back a little bit now as Josh Peacock's number 61 from the back of the field, Todd. He is charging to the top 5. 61 car going to run 4th as we complete lap number 19.
Completing lap number 19 here, coming up on completing lap number 20. And just watching up through the field, as it looks like finally Josh Healy's finally got that gap down quite a bit. As a 10-0-1-0 machine, I should say, really diving into the bottom. Healy going to the top shelf of the speedway a tad bit. They're trying to find a different type of running style than maybe Casey Brunson is right now. As he comes down into turn number 1, you watch Healy just drift way up the track there to the middle groove up onto that cushion.
And if you follow that 0-10 of Casey Brunson at all, my self-proclaimed favorite driver out there on the dirt, he's a guy who always wants to run the low side of the racetrack. If you're going to pass him, you're going to have to do it up high. And that's what Josh Healy's attempting to do, running more the middle lane of the racetrack, now in the tire tracks of the 09. How about the run from the 71 of Stifler, who's running in 3rd? The top 3 have checked out from 4th place running Josh Peacock and Kyle Surratt. That's your top 5 as they exit turn 2. I apologize there, as I think Todd's trying to get us working here. We're trading paints behind the scenes. Every reason the heck that thing is throwing us for a fit tonight. Brunson continuing to lead Josh Healy. We have a yellow flag on the speedway. 2nd Hanover Record Service yellow flag of the night. Lap number 23. We're going to slow them back down, so that may give us a chance here to switch over main PCs and see if we can get trading paints working out there for you guys out there to see we can get the cars to go white, but it's taking them forever to populate. So whatever the heck is going on out there, we certainly apologize for those issues as we slow it back down. It looks like this one may have got the number 11 of Trey Jones involved. Him and Daniel Price up in the top 10. Looks like those 2 cars may have come together, going around for a little bit of a whirly bird, and that's going to put us under yellow flag here. 2nd time tonight, lap number 24, so closing in on halfway. Wednesday night street fights brought to you by Heartland Harley Davidson. Got to thank those guys for coming aboard. A great sponsor. I mean, what a better place to come out here, Todd, and sponsor a league like DWRL, and what is any better than Wednesday Night Street Fights week after week? No points, all for the pride and glory of who could be the weekly champion. Championship belt walks out with the race winner each and every week, and if you come back next week or next time you come back, you start next week's race in the rear. I love the way that equals the playing field over here.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to take a brief pause for the cause, and we'll be right back with you here as we're going to try to get this trading page to work.
Racing as we begin lap number 27 here at Williams Grove. Casey Brunts are going to lead over Josh Ely, and then a scrum going on for position number 3. You got the likes of Stifler and Surratt back there, Peacock there in the 61. David Blackberg is there. That is a wad for about third on back off turn number 4. All right, not thinking sure how far that thing is going to go or how much it's working there as we're continuing to work on trying to get everybody's awesome looking paint out there rolling, but Brunson going to lead the field over in turn number 3. Josh Ely going to give him one pretty good shot over in 3, looking down to the low side. Casey slides up a little bit. Thought this may give the 09 a chance down at turn number 1, but we're going to slow the action back down again. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Third time tonight, brought to you by Hanover Record Service on lap number 29, so one lap shy of halfway. We slow the field back down, and I believe this one may have got the 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer around it or not, put us under yellow.
I had to download it all over again. What's saying here?
Stupid.
Might have got a corrupt file. Whatever. Back and
Piece of shit. All right, we're getting set for a restart here at the Williams Grove Speedways. We're now past halfway, 31 laps of 60 on the board. Your iRacing.com Chevrolet Silverado page truck making its way into the infield, and that means iRacing flag, green flag, going to return to the air. on lap number 31, and it is Casey Brunson, Josh Healy. Now Josh Peacock up in the top 3. Look at the picture off turn number 2, Todd. They are 3, 4 of us 5 wide off the corner.
Yeah, definitely a great race coming off the corner for with all those guys. I mean, they were right tight together. I'm surprised they didn't wreck over there, but a great race going on. And look at Josh Peacock up to that second spot, really turning it up a notch here too and able to move into that second spot. Is he going to have anything for Casey Brunson? Looking for another win here on Wednesday Night Street Fights.
He absolutely is. Case doing a good job. As that race going on back here for 4th, 5th on back, it looks like it was Alex Brewer that came out of there with a super kick, if you will. A little bit of elbow room he made down low on Josh Healy. So to put Alex Brewer now up to the 4th spot in the number 1, trying to chase down the legs of Casey Brunson up front. You got, who's out there in second? Josh Peacock did stuff for Alex Brewer. Josh Healy now up to 5th. Ryan Bronson, great to see him back, and that is a cool looking 6 car. Hope you guys can see it out there. Kyle Surratt, Steven Redunes, David Blackburn, Alex Cummings. He's rebounded Todd from that spin early. Alex was 631. Tonight's pole sitter back in the top 10.
Yeah, it's another good run for another Bulletproof Motorsports, guys. Josh Peacock all over the rear bumper of that 010 Casey Brunson. Brunson right now drifting up the track. Here comes Peacock way down to the bottom as Brunson drifts way up into that loose stuff. It looks like Peacock going to battle for the race lead down the back straightaway here to turn number 3, side by side for the race lead.
Yeah, sure is. Couple of buddies there over to turn number 3. Josh Peacock's Bulletproof number 61. The Brunson Motorsports number 10 up high. Casey carries it off the corner with that big head of steam. Josh may have to try the outside lane over here to 1 and 2. That may open the door for Stifler. Look at Josh Healy. He's back to the low side of Alex Brewer. That's a drag race for 4th down the back chute.
As slamming the door shut is the 010 on the 61. So Casey Brunson going to continue to lead this one. Able to get around the 61 of Josh Peacock. Daniel Stifler still running in that 3rd spot. 4th is Alex Brewer. Josh Healy now back to the 5th spot. The 09 machine, he was inside the top 2 there for quite some time there, Phil. But starting to slip back just a tad bit.
Yeah, a little bit slippity backwards for that car as I'm just watching over here this race for the lead. It's really a game of cat and mouse with Brunson and Peacock. It's kind of what line the 10 car runs. The 61 kind of tries to do the complete opposite. Tries to go even higher this time off of 4. Opens the door for the 71. Here comes the Iceman down low. Drag race for 2nd over and 1.
Yeah, drag race for the 2nd spot as my cars all went white on the screen. That was kind of weird as 71 of Daniel Stifler looking to the bottom side too, trying to make it almost 3 wide as they enter the back straightaway here to turn number 3. But he was able to back out of it there, still maintain his 3rd spot as Peacock looks back down to the bottom with the forward bite just too much for that number 61 machine as the 010 still holding on to that lead.
Yeah, he certainly is. The next time by, Todd, we're going to complete 39 laps, so we're going to be inside 20 laps to go. Okay, Casey Brunson hold on around the half mile. You look at Peacock there for 2nd, Stifler for 3rd. Alex Brewer now maintaining 4th. Josh Healy back there in 5th. I am really digging the look of that 6 car of Ryan Bronson trying to make his way up to the top 5 as they continue to throw some haymakers over there. It was Brewer into the side of Stifler. Alex Brewer, a guy who has not been shy about dropping a leg here tonight, Todd. He's racing the 3rd down off of 2.
Around goes a car over there. I almost think that was, I don't know who that was actually, Phil. I think it was I guess that's what I get for thinking. There's a couple cars around because my cars are all white, so I can't tell you.
All right, well, we're going to leave. We're not at Clan meeting, I promise. Ryan Bronson's number 6 going around and putting us under the yellow flag. A couple of cars came together over there. Bronson was one of them, which is really tough because he was up to the top 5. And I think also the 18 of Kyle Surratt may have got a piece of a David Brewer's number 319 also get collected in that as well. So that's 3 really good cars going to have to go to the back of the field. And with 18 or 19 still left in the lead lap, that is going to be a lot of work to do because we're 41 laps in here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Laps around here, they take somewhere around 26, 28 seconds. So it's kind of a longer type of lap these guys will run, or 25 seconds a lap, I should say. It takes a little bit to get around here, but 15 or 16 laps are going to go by in a blink.
Yeah, definitely. It's not gonna take long there, Phil. As now I'm working on my trading page, trying to get it back, because you know how hard it is to tell these cars apart. Thank goodness for the names that I have out here and the captioning I use, so that way I can kind of see what it is. But I see no numbers. All I see is white cars, and this is wild.
Yeah, and it's even better, Todd, when it does that. When you see a scheme at one point, they change and it completely turns to a different scheme. You want to throw a blind announcer boy off. When that happens, it definitely throws you for a curveball. I understand we're all having issues with this tonight. Mine's kind of been smooth here for a little while, knock on wood. Todd's trying to load. Jack, as we all know, is we've been having some really weird stuff.
Oh,
Anybody
yeah,
here
cars
trading
back.
paint's
Woo!
going to a negative value? Well, that's what happened to Jack. So I don't know if you got a corrupt file of the trading paints program or not, as we're trying to refresh it, but I'm not sure that thing is going to come back to life for us here. But we're certainly going to keep working on it the best we can possibly do, see if we can't get it right for
Mine's
this thing
back.
ends.
Woohoo!
It looks like lights may be out around the speedway as Todd celebrates. I believe his is working. It's great when using yours and mine works, Todd, but it does not help when we don't have Jack's working because
At least
they're
you can
not
see numbers on
listening.
Jack's. You can see numbers on Jack's. Imagine all the viewers seeing white cars and iRacing I flag, green flag is out, and the 010 of Casey Brunson. And I can say that with confidence because I can see the darn car. The 71 makes contact with the 61 over there. 4 wide for the second spot.
It certainly is, and I swear I have not been drinking the E.J. Jones. They were 4 wide off at turn number 2, and Josh Ely's the guy who really throws it in really high wide and hits him through the corner. Ely gonna make some room up to the 3rd spot, but look up to 2nd. Look who has climbed all the way from 21st up to that runner-up spot. Josh Peacock back in that position. See if he can't stalk down Casey Brunson. He's got work to do, and he's got teammate Josh Ely breathing all the way down his neck over in turn 3.
Yeah, Josh Ely coming back up through the field. He had a couple of mistakes there early, but now running in that 3rd spot solidly in 3rd. Right now, 1, 2, 3 belongs to Bulletproof Motorsports. So a great showing for those guys. 3rd right now is Alex Brewer. And then number 1 machine. 5th is the Daniel Stifler, number 71. But I tell you what, the 631 lurking in the shadows, Alex Cummings, trying to make it 4 out of 5, the top 5 going to be Bulletproof Motorsports. And man, they are on a mission here this evening. Coming off of turn number 4, Casey Brunson's going to lead that once again with 14 to go.
Yeah, we're watching at Alex Cummings, 631, but don't count out that Team Dirt Warrior Racing, number 16 of David Blackburn. He's on the inside. He's had a pretty solid run. He stayed out of much of the fracas back there aboard the 16, and David back there riding in, what is that back there, position number 7. You got Revis behind, so he's got a teammate coming. How about the run tonight for Steven Reduce,
Oh!
78? He's found his way to the top 10. We've got more guys coming together through 3 and 4. I think we keep it straight, but holy crap, this track's getting dicey.
Yeah, Josh Ely decided that he was going to flirt with the outside retaining wall through the corner. Really slammed it pretty hard with his right side. Was able to keep going. Lost a position, though, to Alex Brewer, the number 1 machine. But it's been a great battle going on for the race lead still. Still waging war is the 61 of Peacock and Brunson. They have been going back and forth here for that top spot, trying to figure out who's going to be the dominant one. It's been all Casey Brunson here, leading 45 of the 49 laps so far there, Phil. As we got just under 12 to go here this time. By going to be 11 to go, excuse me, so just under 12 to go. Yeah, 11 to go here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Boy, I need to drink a couple of beers. Pain medicine's kicking in.
Oh, man, that's a really good combination right there. This thing keeps going for a little while. This may turn into another drunken delirious race for all we know. As I threw one back here a little while, too. Been a long day. I think it kind of helped us being late to this party here this evening. But we got a party up front. They continue to wage war there. Peacock to the low side of Casey Brunson. Who is going to be the guy shooting off of 21 guns? Peacock versus Brunson for the race league off of 4.
Yeah, Brunson able to lead that time by as we're going to have 10 laps remaining here. The 61 still running in that 2nd spot. Josh Peacock, Alex Brewer for 3. 4th right now is Joshua Ely. 5th is Daniel Stifler. Alex Cummings is 6. 7th is the 16 of David Blackburn. Jim Revis up to back up to the 8th spot in the number 21 machine. So you got 2 DWR racing guys, Team DWR I should say, there running 7th and 8th. So those guys looking to make their way back up through the field. Don't count out Justin Pruitt. Pruitt right now is in the 10th spot. E.J. Jones 11th in that number 84 though.
And he had a couple 4 laps down, so he has really had to fight his way back to the field. So the 84 has definitely been a fighter here tonight, but he's now trying to find his way to the top 10. Casey Brunson has led the majority of the laps. He leads off turn number 4 as we complete lap number 52 as cars start flashing. Oh, Todd, I'm praying to not, but I hear the voices of the aliens. They're trying to come for me. That's not good.
Yeah, as continues to win here, there's Casey Brunson right now running in the top spot. Second is Josh Peacock, trying to motor around here. Alex Brewer right starting to knock on the door of the 61. So Peacock, if there's a time to go, it's probably now for that number 61 machine. As Alex Brewer all over the rear bumper. Ely right there. He's trying to gain back positions he lost after he decided he was going to flirt with the wall. Wall equals bad. Gonna have to learn that for the number 09 machine. Josh Ely is now down to the bottom once again. The 61 of Josh Peacock trying to slide her in pretty deep off of turn number 4. Drag race to the start finish line. Still going to be Brunson at the line.
Certainly is as Peacock washes up the hill. That may open the door for the one of Alex Brewer to peek his nose to the inside of the 61 as we race for the 3rd spot now off the back straightaway into turn number 3. So I think I've kind of got all back in. The track, Todd, it went blank for about a half a lap, and I heard music in the background. I'm not sure what that was a sign of, but I can't imagine that was good news. Is that what happens when the aliens get you?
That might be.
Sounded like the X-Files.
It might be the yeah. It might be the same time when. Might be the same time when what happened to Georgie. We won't go there.
Ooh, that sounds kind of scary and spooky, and somehow I think a clown may pop up somewhere behind me. So if it does, you'll know because there'll be some voices behind me not very happy if they're a clown. But we work off turn number 4. 4 laps going to be remaining this time for the 61. The 0-10 of Casey Brunson now leading over Alex Brewer's number 1. The race is for 3rd between a pair of bulletproof cars, Josh Ely and Josh Peacock. That's the fight for P3 over in 3.
Yeah, it's different as Alex Brewer was able to get himself around that number 61 machine. So now you've got Ely and Peacock fighting for that 3rd spot. Yellow flag going to fly once again. You know how I know that? Hanover Record Service yellow flag is out, Phil. My nice fancy dancy keyboard is flashing yellow at me.
Well, I need one of those, and we need to work on some kind of animation. That thing turns yellow to have like a Hanover record pop on the screen, kind of drive through and drive off. I think we're going to work on that.
You know what we also need? An iRacing iFlag.
We need an iRacing iFlag.
Yeah.
And that is a really, really good idea. And I want to invite you to go over to iRacingIFlag.com and check out his great product. And Jeff has got a giveaway going on. Make sure you go to iRacingIFlag.com or check out iRacing iFlag over on Facebook. We are going to have an exclusive drawing here for one of those 5 flags, I believe, coming up this Monday night, September the 30th, live following the Southern Dirt Racing Series show we're going to have Monday night. We're going to call out the lucky winner of the iRacing iFlag giveaway. Thanks to Jeff Brown and all the gang over there. And once again, check them out, iRacingIFlag.com. You need one of those, Todd, to get an upper hand over the competition. And we're going to overtime here tonight at the Grove.
Yeah, overtime. First attempt at the green-white checkered here. The Street Stocks, the mighty Street Stocks, the full fender frenzy here on Wednesday night street fights. Thank you to Heartland Harley Davidson for coming aboard as a season sponsor for these guys. That was very, very much appreciated. I'm so glad to have great sponsors that come aboard. Some one of my favorite street stock league. I guess I got to be partial as of right now because I've been with them the longest. Obviously, I'm not saying nothing bad about the other street stock leagues. I just enjoy the Wednesday night street fights. I would like to get over to Southern Dirt. I hear there's some pretty good street stock racing over there too.
There really is, and we got to get you over there one of those nights too, and see if we can't break you free because it is some great racing over there on Monday nights. A lot of these same drivers we see on Sunday and Wednesday nights come over there and join us. It's a lot of fun. It's at Southern Dirt Racing Series live on the Full Velocity Racing Network every Monday night in these street stocks. We will have some fun this coming week, but we hit turn number 3 and 4, a green-white checker to settle it. Casey Brunson and Alex Brewer, that's going to be your front row as the iRacing iFlag green flag returns to the speedway.
That green flag's up in the air, a little bit of contact there as Ely gets messed up. Oh, Stifler! He's going to hang on for a second. He's going to keep hanging on. There's all kinds of contact over there. Hopefully that doesn't bring out a yellow flag. So I think everybody made it through. Oh, man, more contact down the back.
Somebody scared the poop out of the game. That gate had this dead red on it. Somebody almost hit it. They bounced off it. Stifler took about 3/4 of a straightaway to get that car back straight. He was crooked all the way from the edge of the one, all the way down halfway down the chute. And I'm not sure who it was he bounced off of, but that car was almost into the outside wall in the gate. But Todd, we got white flag on the speedway, and Casey Brunson, he's got his hands full. Drag race to the win over in 3.
Him and Alex Brewer. Brewer slides it in, hits Casey Brunson around. And there goes Alex Brewer around. All kinds of calamity going on over there in the corner. And it looks like the 631 of Alex Cummings going to take down the victory.
Oh,
Woo!
my goodness. That was crazy.
Transpired there. Woo!
I'll call it as I see it right there. Alex drove it a little bit overzealous into 3. I got to think Casey probably thinks could that be classified as a dump? It almost kind of feels like it there as Casey got turned around over in 3. But either way, they stacked up. The one car got turned around, and out of the fracas in turn number 4, Alex Cummings takes down the win over Josh Ely, Josh Peacock, Jim Revis, E.J. Jones finishing up 5th with Kyle Moyer, Austin Miners, Kyle Surratt, Justin Pruitt, Ryan Bronson, your top 10. Daniel Price gets 11th. Alex Brewer will finish up 12th. Dan Stifler, 13th. That's a great run gone upside down. Steve Radune's 14th. Trey Jones in for 15th. David Blackburn, Mitchell Enos, Casey Brunson, David Brewer, Derek Fedgenhauer, and Michael Whitlock. Todd, rounding out our 21-car field. We've seen some wild finishes before, but I don't think we've seen one quite like that.
No, that was definitely different. And gotta say hello to these guys out in the chat box. We did get a chance to say Caleb Ramsey, Tyson Pancow's out there, Jacob Laster. Jacob, I haven't been there yet, but I promise one of these nights I'll make my way over there with Phil and Jack, and we'll make a good old fashioned old full velocity kind of style race. But yeah, well, we're gonna have to see a replay on that one. They want to see a replay on that one real quick there, Phil. So Jack, can we get a replay quick?
I guess we'll put Jack to try, and I guess before we get to the Full Velocity Post-Race Show, brought to you by BladeNo.com over in Discord. We'll see if we can't get one more replay up there. We'll let Jack cue the replay. We'll try to make our way over to Discord and get ready to go with the Post-Race Show and talk to the entire top 3 being at you here next live on your source for esports racing. All right, welcome to tonight's version of Full Velocity TV Post-Race Show presented by BladeNo.com. As Phil's pulling some of the wrong names into the top 3, there is everything upside down here tonight. What a wild second place to Josh Ely, and our third place finisher will bring in now aboard the bulletproof car number 61, Josh Peacock, finishing up 3rd here tonight. Josh, from the back of the field after the win last week, you get all the way up to the top 3, but in all your years in iRacing so far, have you seen a wilder finish than what we just saw?
I have not. Sure as hell have not been in that wild finish. That was wild.
I'm not exactly sure where Alex came from either to come out of that with the first place position there, Josh. But had a solid car all night. Said you had to pass a lot of them. Once you get up there, you and Casey had a good run at it. Your teammate there, Ely, gave you a hell of a run. Guys like Brewer threw some elbows getting on through. The crowd here at Wednesday Night Street Fights is always top notch. The competition is at an all time peak high as we currently stand. How do you feel after a 60 lap run like that? You're gonna be a little bit tired there because you guys really had to get after it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, but I'm pretty proud of how my car. Unlike you, Sus, coming from the rear from win last week, and car felt good most of the race. I got most of my positions really lucky. I just avoided the cautions, stayed out of trouble, and kept my nose clean. But yes, it feels pretty.
I'll tell you what, they sometimes say better to be lucky than good, and I think you were a little bit of both tonight with a third place run on a track here at Williams Grove. It's either feast or famine for a lot of guys out there tonight. Josh, you made it look pretty good. Your third place run. Let me give you the microphone one more time here. You know how this works on a Full Velocity Racing Network.
No, first off, I thank all my teammates at Bulletproof Motorsports. I thank my sponsor at CCM Graphics and Custom Graphics and Engraving. I'd like to give a shout out to J-Max. Check them out on Facebook at J-Max Journeys, Jonathan's Journeys. I'd like to give a shout out to Charlie Milner or Tubbs at Milner Media Design for painting me this badass car. I'd like to give a shout out for Jim Jason Eric, putting this deal on, give us a place to come run where we can put a show on like that. And you guys putting on a phenomenal broadcast. I thank everybody out there watching.
Absolutely. This guy's one of the best ones out there. This Bulletproof Motorsports team is a force to be dominating with here in the street stocks. Josh Peacock finishing up third here at the Williams Grove Speedway. And we'll turn a little bit further to our right as he kind of walking in the same direction we were. And we'll talk to the driver of the 09, Josh Ely, who finishes up second here tonight. Josh, I'll ask you the same question we asked Peacock there a second ago. Have you ever been of such a wild finish like that? Because the running order, it was completely different by the time we got back to the line.
Yeah, it was a crazy finish. That was something I've never experienced really.
Now, from 15th to second here tonight, you had to pass a lot of cars. Race car looked to be really good. Missed some of the early carnage. Was a little bit of luck, like Josh said. Was it skill? Was the race car looked to have a lot of balance for you? You were kind of up in the top five. You dropped back. You passed cars back. How'd the car treat you on a very slippery surface here?
Up top, it was pushing real bad on corner entries. It was just playing a lot with it, just trying to get it to set up just to make it around the corner. But for the most part, it handled.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was just saying, you guys at Bulletproof Motorsports have set a standard of these street stocks. If you want to come out here and claim checkered flags, you're going to beat one of the most dominant teams out there right now. Josh, going to be a great thing to be a part of right now as we give you the microphone one more time live tonight, Full Velocity, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Take the floor away. And thank everyone out there for watching. You'd like to thank.
I'd just like to thank my team, Bulletproof Motorsports, for getting me the way I am. I mean, I couldn't do none of this without them. But I also like to thank my wife for letting me do what I do, and FVRN for putting all this on, and DW.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, folks. It's a bulletproof sweep down here tonight. This guy, pretty good aboard that number 09. Josh Ely finishing up second. So we have talked to third. We have talked to second. And maybe the guy, I'm not sure he feels like the best car Williams Grove tonight, or maybe the luckiest. He started on the pole, had to come from the back, and somehow, some way, Todd Alex Cummings finds his way into BladeNo.com victory lane. I'm not sure any of us saw that coming when we hit turn 3 that final time.
No, I definitely didn't see that coming. Alex Cummings taking down the victory here tonight in that 631 machine. Alex, first off, man, what do you say about that race? I mean, that was an awesome finish for you.
Yeah, I think you can really only sum it up in one word, just wow.
Coming out of the corner, I should say, all that content that is going on, did you think you were going to come out of that with a race win there?
Not at all. I saw a little bit of contact going down the backstretch. And then I just know whenever I was in the middle turn of 3 and 4, I think it was Casey around, which I hate that happened to him. But I just decided it was last lap. I just tried to find a hole, and I found one, and just luck was on my side, I guess.
Yeah, definitely luck on your side. But hey, a win is a win, and what it doesn't matter. I mean, it was a fantastic fashion, a wild race finish, probably one of the wildest we've seen here, Phil. I do believe. But Alex, tell us about all the sponsors, everybody that gets you here week in and week out. We're giving the microphone, the floor is all yours. Congratulations on your win, and we'll give you some time to party it up. Is there going to be any special party there with Bulletproof Motorsports finishing 1, 2, 3?
We may just do some a little bit more racing. I don't know about no party.
No party. Well, let's call it a party. More racing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I just gotta thank Josh at JP Designs for making me this amazing car, and thank all my guys over at Bulletproof Motorsports. So I'm gonna do what I do without them. And just gotta thank Jim, Jason, and Eric over at DWRL for putting this on. Thank y'all for broadcasting, and then give a shout out to my dad. I think he was watching tonight. That was a crazy finish, especially for my first win in the street stocks.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. If that was your first win in the street stocks here over at DWR.
Yeah, and this is my first season also on Wednesday night. So I think this is the only second race I've made. So I was happy to put it in victory lane, I guess.
That's good odds.
Yeah, definitely getting it off your back here early. That's got to be a feat in itself, because now you don't have to worry about getting your first ever win here. You got it here early, and heck, if you don't win again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Heck, if you don't win again, hey, at least you got one more than myself or Phil.
Oh yeah, especially if you can win in a DWRL races, some of the best guys in the street stocks.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I always egg everybody to come on and join some of the street stock ranks over here at DWRL, especially in the Sunday night shootout series, so that way they can earn the trip here in the DWRL Wednesday night street fights, the Heartland Harley Davidson street fights here. But that's what I heard. The pinnacle of dirt street stock racing is here at DWRL. Keep telling everybody that. Phil believes it. I believe it. I know Jack believes it. This is truly the pinnacle, and to win a race here means a lot more than a lot of other places.
Congratulations, Alex. We're proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, definitely.
All
right, folks. There you have it from BladeNo.com, Victory Lane. That is really good odds right there. You come out your second start. It's like 2 nights in a row. We had the same scenario happen. And tonight, Alex Cummings picks up the win at the Williams Grove Speedway. So that was a lot of fun to watch. And I'm almost sad that we got a night off tomorrow night, but we're coming right back with the Coast to Coast late models over at Blow By Racing League on Friday. And I don't think you've been there this yet, Todd, but I need to invite you to come up there Friday nights, because that's a fun little crowd as well. We missed you over there.
Yeah, one of these times, got to make my way on over there too. Depending on how well I feel tomorrow with this arm, we'll see what's going on. I may have to go get this checked out. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to tough it out though.
All right. Well, we're going to let your wife go check the hip out before we get the arm done. Just we're going to throw it out there to keep the peace.
That's all fixed. That's all fixed.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, we'll let you go on that. No, thank you all for watching us here tonight live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got to thank, of course, our great sponsors like Heartland Harley Davidson for sponsoring DWRL. Have to thank Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Boyles Trucking, CCM Custom Designs and Engraving, BladeNo.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Eichstadt Wraps, and Full Throttle with the Gent 4, Todd Stanton, Jack Truin, Ron Piles, Martin Karch, everybody else here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Phil LeCasse going to sign off. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you back here live. Blow By Racing League, Coast to Coast late models, Friday night on your source for esports racing. Good night, everybody.